Hey guys, I'm Myra with Atomic Baby Cosplay, and today I thought it'd be fun to take you on a tour of my crafting space. So I'm going to show you around my little crafting studio and kind of give you an overview of the things I like to have in here. So stay tuned. All right, so first things first is this lovely gate. I have a 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old for those of you who don't know, and so I have a gate to keep out my dog and my 3-year-old. So once you come in here, this is kind of a broad overview of my whole room. It is also part laundry room, but mostly it's a crafting studio. Right off of my kitchen. So first I have a bookcase that has all of the books and magazines that I like to reference or I find interesting. These swap out a lot because I change my mind. But it's kind of basically just the books that I find very helpful long run. And then I've got some decor, and then I have one of my shipping supplies all right here because I ship and sell things on Etsy, so I need to have like a scale and a printer and things like that. And then this is my desk, and then some more shipping supplies. I have boxes and stuff. I have my laptop. I have a bunch of books and things that I haven't messed with yet, but basically all of my office supplies. And then continuing around, we have my dress form. This is an adjustable dress form. I use it to kind of hold whatever the current project is that I'm working on. Sometimes that's a client project, sometimes it's personal. In this case, this one is a personal project. It's a dress based on fan art from Sunset Dragon of Pearl from Steven Universe that I'm hoping to have finished by November. And then next, coming around, this is my very overgrown backyard. And then I have a really cool thread holder a friend got me for my birthday. So I have all of my spools of thread. There's no organization here, you know. And then I also have this, which is a cloth for cleaning glasses, but I find it helpful not only for my glasses, but for my phone before I record. And then I have all of my sewing supplies in this toolbox up here, and then current projects that are waiting to be sewn for clients in this box down here. And then I've got my serger, my all-important coffee mug. I have my sewing basics book. This is really nice for referencing specific techniques if I don't feel like Googling them, basically. Sometimes when I'm sewing, I need to do something really, really specific, and I may not remember how to do it all the way, like mitered corners. I don't always remember the exact steps for that. And then this is all of my current work in progress projects. I keep them all kind of stored in this basket while I'm working on them. And then my most commonly used pattern pieces that I've drafted. And then I also keep all of my scissors. My preferred brand is Ginger. I freaking love them. So I have my Gingers, a couple of craft scissors, a lint roller, and a rotary cutter, and then a little jar of pens. One of the things I love about this room is how much window I have, because I've got 3 just along this back wall. And then I have another one down by my washer and dryer. And then you guys have seen this a bunch. This is my sewing machine. And then I have a little bucket. This is just a dog food bucket that I cleaned that has all of my little most commonly used sewing implements. So spare needles, needle and thread, seam ripper, stuff like that. And then this is my pincushion, which is springy and fun, but it kind of hooks around on my cord down here. And I have a diffuser because I really enjoy diffusing oils. I have an hot light, which I freaking love. That's this guy right here. It's a 3-in-1. So it has the main lamp right here, but it also has a clamp here where I can put patterns or things I need to reference, stuff like that. And then it also has a magnifying glass, which it also lights up. And then I also keep my tripod, my phone holder, so I can take videos with it too. And then it has a plug place, which is where I usually plug in things like a hot glue gun. And then I also keep a mat. Mine is kind of warped because I accidentally left my iron on it. I don't recommend doing that, so I need to buy a new one. But this is my mat. And then my iron, which is a Panasonic, which is cordless, which is really nice. So it has no cord that I have to tangle with. And it just charges on its little base. And then moving right along, I have a little tiny chest of drawers, which just carries a lot of my basic sewing supplies, a lot of ironing supplies, beading, knitting, and then kind of on and on. We've got more knitting / sewing supplies. And I keep a spray bottle, my sleeve roll and tailor's ham here for pressing, my ironing cloth, and then all of my clear rulers for doing rotary cutting, stuff like that. I have a spare bottle of dye, my measuring tapes, embroidery hoops, and then this is the chaos that is my fabric stash. There's a little bit of organization here. The giant bin on the bottom has larger cuts of fabric that I haven't decided what I'm doing with yet. And then the reindeer bag and these 2 bins are all scraps of fabric that aren't very large. It's chaos, guys. And then I have a giant bucket of paint and some stuffing. And then more fabric stashed down here because I have a problem. And then all of this is all of my cosplay accessories stored in here. So it's, I label them all. So they've got all of their contents, what should be in here, or rather what makes this costume. Plus I put notes, like in this case, I need to sew a new top because mine has a hole in it. So anything I need to do to finish that cosplay. And then also this bottom bin is where I keep all of my basic cosplay accessories and notions and things like that. So spirit gum, undergarments, socks, wig head holders, wig caps, stuff like that. Anything that all the cosplays will use, I keep in this box. And then lastly, well, I guess not lastly, I have a lot to go. And then the last thing I have up here is this, which is my wig styling kit. So it has all of my like various cleaning sprays, combs, razors. There's like hairspray in here, my wig head's in here. It's all the stuff I need to style a wig. Next I have on top of my washer and dryer, this is an under the bed box that I've managed to balance up there. It's pretty wedged, it's not gonna fall down. But it has all of my cosplays I don't really use that often, or things that have been broken apart. So I have my Hades wig up there because it's only for Hades and I'm not planning on wearing it anytime soon. And I have like crinolines and corsets and stuff that don't match up to any particular costumes I have right now. Also, my husband loves to build Gundams, so I have those. And then turning the corner, this is my backdrop I use for some photos and also for taking shots on Etsy. It's white on the inside and then it has this contact paper on the outside. My patterns, which need to be organized better. The ideal is that I have them in these envelopes that I've taped and I've written all kinds of notes on, but realistically I need more manila folders because I've made that a jumbled mess and I need another bucket. I have a problem, guys. And then this bar is just across from my sewing table. So it has big cuts of fabric. I don't really like hanging them up here, so I'm just taking them down as I use them, but they're still up here for now for some of them. And then it has all of my cosplays. So some of the different ones that I've done over the years that can be hung up. There's a couple that are missing here. My Elsa dress is currently on display at Joann's, but my Frozen Fever Elsa, my Hades, an Anna cape, my Scarlet Witch, Snow White, Marjorie, all kinds of stuff are all up here. And then on this end is where I keep anything that's a current in progress thing that I need to do. So for these are tailoring jobs that I need to do. So yeah. That's all for my sewing room. I really, really like it. It's a really good space. I know it seems kind of small. It's a little bit like, it's long but skinny, but it's actually, it's a good size for me. You can kind of see I can fit everything in here pretty easily. I have lots of space to cut out my patterns on the floor and then do all of my office work as well. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to share a little bit of my sewing space and my cosplay space because they're kind of one and the same and how I keep it organized. If you have any questions, let me know, and then drop me a comment down below if you have tips on how you organize your sewing or cosplay space. If you liked what you saw, definitely click subscribe. I do videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And lastly, if you want to learn more about sewing or cosplay, come join my Facebook community. It's called Fellowship of the Seam, and I'll put a link in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!